So what? I blooming love that.
Isn't it nice to talk about something positive? I love that. I love it. Yeah, I tell you what, they've done a cracking job because I have only realised in the last few minutes how bloody early it is in Australia. Like, those poor lads have dragged themselves out of bed very early for that. So yeah,
I love that, and like I say, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good watch, I think. And like I say, it's been nice to have Australia back and us talking about it on a good point of view. But it just makes me laugh that every time we mention Australian darts, it's just one name in that chat room.
Just keeps on coming. No, I think it's dead positive. You know, we spoke. It was a while ago, when it maybe 6 months, maybe longer ago, where we had a show where we were talking a lot about the affiliate tours, and we talked about Australia. And I remember saying, like, what it desperately looked like from someone way outside, just, you know, sat over here looking at it. It just felt like it needed somebody or group or person or something to be able to just like have a really clear plan and find a way. And we talked about, you know, that the biggest challenge would be to try and stitch that back together and unify it, and having, because you know, the talent is undeniable. Like, even now, you know, you look at the play, you know, the WDF ranked players that are there, and you look down, you think, like, these are talented players. And when you can then recombine that with the same list of players from New Zealand as well, like, there is only one thing that happens when you get loads of dart players playing each other at a really good level, often, is that the group, if you like, that as en masse gets better, and it moves up, and it becomes the quality. And we've seen it in the last 18 months a lot with the CDC, is that because then what happens is the quality of darts becomes a lot more watchable, and unsurprisingly, more people want to watch it. And when they do, then there's all sorts of good things happen. There's more money comes in, there's more sponsors come in, and people get more opportunities. So yeah, I think it's really, really positive, like, great for the region. But then, no, you know, not just for the region, but great for darts in general. You know, we're going to get another qualifier to the Worlds. So we're going to get maybe a name that we haven't seen before. We might see somebody blast their way through a tour to earn a spot at the Worlds, and that's, like, realistically, that's what we want. You know, that's what we want. We want qualifiers for the World Championships to have been bashing people up on tours, and have got used to winning, and aren't frightened of playing other players. And yeah, I think it's really great stuff.
And it's never going to happen, but I can dream of Cadby against Littler on a big stage in front of 10,000 people. It's never going to happen, but I can dream.
You can dream. Somebody must be able to AI that up somehow. Somebody cleverer than me. Let me get back on ChatGPT. We'll see if we can AI something up. The Phil Bowers dream poster. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? But I mean, yeah, I mean, and it's. I almost feel sometimes it's a bit of a shame for just generally for darts in that region, that it gets dragged. You know, like you saw today, you know, we had really, really positive, brilliant things going on, but the chat room goes Cadby, and you think, well, but that is a bit of a moment in time, I think. You know, it will only last so long, because what you have to remember as well is darts has got more new viewers than ever before. There are so many more people watching darts, and you know, the lads talked about younger people. We talked earlier about that younger crowd at the O2. Like, you ask a lot of those players who Corey Cadby is, and I'm afraid to say a lot of them, they just ain't gonna know. And
could you imagine this new younger audience buying into the Cadby effect?
Oh, 100%.
This big, bold, brazen Aussie, chest up.
You need Corey Cadby to be. You need him as the heel to Luke Littler's face, don't you? You need a heel to the face, and that's what I think he's got. That's what I think he could bring to the table. But yeah, and don't get me wrong, if we saw him come back again, you know, I mean, Christ, he made that Q School for us. Like, what a few days on the stream we had there while he was at Q School. But yeah, I think the focus needs to continue to be on players who are playing darts and
but ones that aren't physically able to.
Well, he might be. I just don't know what he's fucking chucking at the minute. Airplanes, I think, is about all he's allowed.